Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat. I'm going to do a quick flip through of this for Jane. Jane, this is the book that you ordered, so I want to make sure that it's what you wanted and that you like it, and it'll go in my shop and it'll say custom order for Jane. Okay, so I have a nice vintage lace tie on there, and then a fabric cluster. These are the beautiful pieces that I got from Jo Beth. Hi Jo Beth, love you sweetheart. Yeah, she gave me those, so I put those on there because they kind of look snowy and Christmassy, or this is more wintry than Christmassy, I guess. And then inside there's a large tag, and I've mainly used my Blue Winter and my Winter Wonder Digis, and then Tim Holtz paper dolls, because I just felt that they kind of went with, you know, what I already had going on there. And then there's another little one of those pretty appliques there, and then some lace. This little girl, she's so cute. She looks all pouty faced, but she's got a snowball. I just think it's so funny. And then those ladies ice skating. We have the two kiddos down here, and those are of course Tim Holtz. I'm sure you've seen them everywhere. And this girl with a sled, and the toboggan, young man with a toboggan. And then this is in my Winter Wonder Digi. And that's in my Blue Winter. There's some nice snowflakes that I cut out of that mica powder dyed paper that we made. And there's this one, and that's the mica powder, again, paper. They're all backed and collaged and all that. And then that's the back. And then this, you can write on this. There's all pages in here to write on. That's that mica powder paper. Some icy papers for that winter feel. This is from Manu design. Some coffee dye, or tea dye, I mean, I always say coffee dye melody. It's just such a dark tea dye that I just always think it's coffee dye. That's my Blue Winter. And then some of that mica powder paper. And this is transparency paper that I printed my Winter Wonder Digi on. And that's from Manu Design as well. This pocket with a tag. Okay, so that will be all ready for you in my shop, Jane. And it's your custom order, so it won't be for anybody else. Alright, so what we're going to work on today is I have this whole box, and I left it over here because I'm a dingling, of book page stuff. This is all book page, and I went through all of this when I reorganized my room, and I'm not done organizing, but anyway, I figured out how many of these I actually had, so it's kind of a disaster. This one's got stitching on it for some reason. But, so I wanted to see what we can, like, do with some of these. I'm gonna just collage some of them, but I thought it might be fun to even make some little booklets with them, because they're already folded in half, so there's not a whole lot I can do about that. But, yeah, if we can at least make some little booklets, or, I don't know, just stuff. I need ephemera, because I'm out of ephemera, and I'm gonna be starting some journals, you know, not Christmas involved, so this isn't going to be Christmassy, but you can do all these things on any kind of paper that, or, you know, using any paper you want. I'm just using scraps and stuff that I have because I need to use it up, because we're getting buried. What did I do with my, oh my goodness, my tear ruler? You know what, I probably set it over. Hold on just a minute. I think I left it somewhere else. Just a second. Okay, got it. I'm sorry, you guys. I apologize right now, straight up, because I am a frazzled disaster at the moment. You know, it was so weird. This weekend I just felt like, oh yeah, I've got everything done. I'm all ready for Christmas. Totally. And then, like, I got up today and I'm like, I still need to do this, and I still need to do that, and I still need to do... It's like, why was I just so, like, blasé this weekend about it? I hate it when I do that, because then I just send myself into a complete nutcase thing, you know? So I'm probably going to be a frazzled up mess, and I need to do about 3 videos today, I think. Just because I can't, I just want to have some done, because I'm not sure that I'm going to have time every day to do it. And I know I won't have videos for the whole week, but trying to at least get a few so that it doesn't feel like I'm not on it all week. Yeah, I don't know what my thing was. I just felt like, oh yeah, I'm totally ready. When I'm not ready. I don't know what I was doing. And of course, we're having dinner here, so you know, I'm going to have everybody here. Well, not everybody. There's only going to be 6 of us. It's not like a lot of people. It's just that, you know, there's still stuff that's got to get done. So I still have wrapping to do. I don't know. So basically, I'm just going to take whatever I have here and put it on these pages. And then I think I'll put some little pockets down there using up some of my, index cards. You're like, I don't know, what do you call it? When you're a frazzled mess, right? Does anybody else get that way? I don't know why I get like that. I think I'm just not an entertainer. Like, I just don't love entertaining. Like, I know some people just really love it and are very good at it. Like, I'm envious, believe me. I just am not good at that. I'm not good at planning for it. I'm not good at carrying it out. I'm an okay cook, but I sort of have lost interest in that too. I just really like to craft. Is that bad? It probably is. Let's see. I want a pocket. But I need to tear down this side too. My kids are out Christmas shopping. Poor things. Crazy kids. They waited too long and now they're regretting that decision. I tried to tell them, but they, you know how they are. They're like, oh, it's fine. We'll do it on Christmas break. Whatever. It's like, you don't have that far before Christmas. But they're both out of school, so that's good. They can go doink around all day. They're lucky being the age that they are, because not that nobody expects anything from them, because, you know, we all have expectations for them and things they need to do, but it's not a big deal. Like presents, you know, nobody's gonna be upset with them, but it's just, they're funny. So they're all stressing, and my daughter's got to work 2 days this week because she wanted the Sunday off, and so she had to pick up somebody else's shift this week, and she works tonight, so she was all in a twist about that. It's like, yeah, I understand, because I'm kind of in the same boat. I'm not ready for it either. I don't know what in the world I've been doing, honestly. Well, I do know. I had to switch this craft room around, and I wanted to wait till after Christmas to do that, but it didn't happen like that, so that's what I have been doing. Okay. So we're going to put some pockets in these. Actually, you know, I might just use book page because I just have so much of it. Let's see. Let's do one that's at least a little closer in color. You can see I write notes. I don't know if you can see that. It's through the... yeah, these would work. You could just do those ends like that. Turn them a little. Try to get them straight. So yeah, this is not any new fangled idea. Like I have said lots of times, I don't know that there are that many new ideas. I mean, there are, I'm sure, because every day somebody comes up with something and I'm like, wow, I never thought of that. But yeah, this isn't. This is just me playing around, basically, is what it comes down to. And I just ripped those. Really weird. Well, we can use more of the top and tear the bottom off. Let's just do it about there. I will try to do a better job of tearing. Yeah, I just need some stuff. This is probably going to come completely open now, huh? Because that happens sometimes. No? No? Just put a little glue in there. I was watching Dee Dee, hi Dee Dee, the other night doing book page pockets. She did some great ones. So go over and check out what Dee Dee's been up to. Those were super fun pockets that she made. She was talking about how she has to organize her craft room. It's like, yes, I totally got it. It is much better in this room, though, as far as just room. I thought I would have more because, you know, you just get that idea in your head. And it's not necessarily room that I need. I need more places to put things. So we're going to have to work on, like, some shelving and things like that. Because I kind of would like to maybe get rid of that folding table just because it's kind of an eyesore. But, I mean, not that it matters. I'm the only one who's ever in here, but it just would be nice to have it look nice. Why does it always rip not the way you want it? That's all going to get covered up, so I'm not that worried, but just annoying. Okay, so what are we going to cover that with? Let's see. I've got this icy blue. That's from making that digi. Get a nice straight line there. I really want to play with my rest and numbers. I think I said that the other day, but I really do. So I need to just print that out and do something with it. I really liked making that one. It was a lot of fun. I'm not sure I'll do another winter one just because I feel wintered out. I'm actually surprised I chose these scraps. You guys are probably wintered out too after watching all my winter stuff go on. And I'm not totally going to decorate these up because it'll depend on, you know, what they go into. I mean, obviously these ones I probably could just put some, like a Tim Holtz paper doll kind of thing, because that would go with this winter wonder stuff. But I forgot to do I'm going to do a little bit of a thumb notch there. Just a little one. So let me know how you're all doing, if you're surviving the insanity that has ensued in our world. I'm about done, I have to say. Done, done, and done. This is like furry stuff. But it looks like, I don't know, sort of snow swirling or something. That's why I put it in that digi. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just... ready to go back to life the way it was. And I know everybody keeps saying, well, it's probably not going to go back to the way it was. Well, you know what? I think it needs to. Because I don't see an end to all this. It just seems like even with vaccine, they're still just shutting everything down and doing all that. I just don't know that that's going to end, and I just feel like it's time for it to end. People can't be losing their livelihood because of this whole thing. I just think it's wrong. At some point, you gotta have some logic. Which seems to be sorely lacking. If you ask me. Nobody asked me, but this is from Music Paper. I think I'll just use a little bit of this. Big old truck going by. I don't know that we're ever gonna, well, I mean, eventually the construction will be done, but it's just been crazy around here. But I am ready for that time when we start heading into spring. I know we haven't hardly even had winter yet, but I just always look forward to spring. So okay, and I'll do a little notch. Yeah, we don't have a whole lot of anything else going on because we all know we all just do the same thing day in and day out, it seems. And I do feel bad because at least we're able to get together with a few people for Christmas. So I feel really bad for all of you who have told me, you know, you don't get to see anybody, grandkids, kids, anybody. And that's just, I got some issues with all that. Alright, let's do maybe a white snowflake on there would be cute, because this will definitely end up being a whatchamacallit, oh sorry, white paper, a winter type thing probably, because that's just the colors and stuff that we're using. It's just a Martha Stewart punch of a snowflake, I think it was, yeah, Martha Stewart. I just do these lately. I'm trying to figure out, I want to do like a calendar book, and so I was playing around with the composition notebook, and that's what I was going to do this video on, and I may still do that as one of the videos this week. But yeah, I couldn't quite figure out how I wanted to do it, so that didn't happen at the moment. It doesn't help when like I said, I'm kind of frazzled and all over the place. That really messes up my creativity when I get like that. When I feel like I should be doing other things. Okay, and then what are we going to put on the back? Snowy looking paper. We'll put that one on the back. Oh man, it fits like perfect. that just makes you cold. It's really weird here because it warmed up. It's going to be almost 50 degrees today, which is unheard of around here at this time of the year. Once it starts cooling down like it was for a few weeks there, it usually just stays that way. But yeah, it's warming up to almost 50 today, which will feel fabulous. I will take it. And as you can see, I didn't get very far in my December daily. I really stink at that. I really think I just like making journals. I don't love writing in them. I just am not good at keeping up with that kind of stuff. I don't know why, but I don't know why one was the top and one was the bottom. I don't know how I could tell, but it just felt like that this was the bottom. Yeah, so that'd be a fun little booklet to put in and out of a pocket, I think. So there's one down. That was 21 minutes. It took me to make that one little thing. Okay, so what are we going to do next? That needs to be glued better. That's the only thing with those, is sometimes they just don't stick all the way. Put like a little tag in that or whatever. I think I'm just going to do like a pocket, so I'm just going to tear this down a little bit because I don't want it quite this big. If I can tear it straight. And let's see, we've got whoopsie. Oh, my husband and I are watching Lost. I know we're probably like way late to the party. I'm sure lots of people have already watched that show. That show is whack. I was like, what? Every time I think I might know what's going on, it switches up and it's like, no, you don't know what's going on at all. So I don't know. If you guys watch that, let me know, because it's crazy, the stuff that goes on that show. So this one I think I might do more of neutrals and just, and then I can add whatever to it later down the line. So this is a good way to use up these type of scraps, and you know, then later you'll have something kind of fun to add flowers, birds, whatever to. But yeah, that show. I'm not kidding you. Every time, this is just like a strip off of an old music page or something. Yeah, every time I think I know what's happening, it throws some curveball. We're at the point where they finally built the boat, went out on the boat, and the little boy Walt gets like kidnapped. And they burn the boat and all that. I don't know. It's crazy. I'm like, these people cannot catch a break. And then they just found the underground bunker of that one guy that talked to the doctor when he was running in the stadium up and down the, you know, the bleachers, going up and down the stairs. And I told my husband when I first saw the guy that was in the bunker, and then they showed the part, you know, where he talked to the doctor, I said, that's the guy that's in the bunker. And he's like, no, it's not. That's somebody else. And I'm like, no, it's the guy in the bunker. And then sure enough, it's the guy in the bunker. And so we're both just like, what is going on? It's so crazy. I really like it. I mean, obviously, I'm jabbering about it. But, yeah, it's... And these people, they're so, like, I can't figure out the, I can't think of what his name is. The guy that was in the wheelchair that all of a sudden could walk once, you know, after the plane crash. I can't think of his name. I'm really horrible about that with shows. I'm constantly like, you know, the guy my husband's like and says their name. It's like, oh yeah, that. I just am horrible at that. But anyway, I like did not trust him at all from the beginning. And then I sort of got to where I was like, you know, when he made the girl, the baby cradle and all that, I was like, oh, that was so sweet. You know, maybe he is an okay guy. And then now I'm back to like going, I think he's something's not right. I keep telling my husband. My husband says that's my spidey sense, though. I'm good at that, figuring out if something's just not right about somebody. He's like, you're really good at that. It's like, you're always right is the crazy thing. It's like, I don't know what that's about. I mean, that's probably not really a good trait to have. I don't know. I mean, it is, but you shouldn't think somebody's not good because they could be, but I don't know. I just get that sense, and it's just like, I know. I could be wrong, though. He could end up being great. Who knows? But I just, at the moment, am not trusting him at all. I don't think that he is trustworthy. And I'm just going to kind of do the same thing on the back, I think. And then I can add whatever I want to it. That's the awesome part. I know this looks really boring and plain, but the great part about doing some of these like this is that you can add pretty much anything to it and it ends up looking good, you know. And you could choose either side to make your front, and then the other side can be your back. If you do them both with papers that can just be written on or whatever. But yeah, I really like that show a lot. I just wish I was better at remembering names. I just stink at that. I'm horrible in life that way too. If I meet somebody new, I try to say that person's name like over and over and over in my head to remember, because I just am awful. I don't know why. I think it's that whole social awkwardness that I struggle with. I just think I almost can't, you know, think when I'm meeting new people. And until I get to know them a little bit better, I just have a hard time. Which, that probably sounds dumb, but if you're anything like me, you'll understand what I'm talking about. It's not a conscious thing or something that I want to do. Just struggle with all that. Yeah, so I showed you guys in my craft room the box with all the neutral type whatever in it. I mean, there's just sewing tissue, there's everything in there, and just neutral papers. And sometimes I'll just take that down while I watch movies or whatever and do this. Just sit and glue neutral papers down, because like I said, now I can do whatever I want with that card. So that is fun. Okay. Now, thinking, I want to do something, maybe one of these type of pockets. Try to get it straight. I like to do this too, where you just get stuff out and just make whatever. This is not glued straight, so it keeps bubbling in the middle. I think I'm going to go ahead and just trim that all the way. probably totally wacky, but I'm not worried about it. Okay, on this one I'm going to use some Medieval Mirage, because I always have loads of those kind of scraps. And some of them I'm not going to know what in the world they are, so I apologize. Her stuff's hard for me to keep track of the names. Kind of complex. What else? What else? Can't tell. Upside down? Yes. So more like that. Ah, that's cool on the other side too. That's TaylorMade Journals wallpaper. Okay, so I'm just going to put this one here. I'm trying, as you can probably tell, I'm trying not to think about it a whole lot. I'm just trying to get these covered so I can use them, because honestly, a lot of times, a lot of the background ends up getting covered up, so I'm not going to sit and stress about that. And I'll trim it where it's not totally right. This is getting really sticky. Had to order glue sticks again. I swear I need like just a constant, you know, supply of glue sticks just coming in. These are my favorite though. I don't like any other one. I've tried a million other ones, but this Scotch Create, that is my absolute favorite glue stick in the world. Luckily it's readily available, because it sticks really good. I have not had any problems. I mean, every once in a while I might have a corner lift on something, but I can just, you know, go in with my art glitter glue or something and glue it back down. It's not like a big problem. But at least stuff doesn't just fall off entirely, because I've had that happen with other glue sticks, and that is way aggravating. Okay, sorry, I'm just looking for something to put on the, or not back, but the inside of this that can be written on. You will get the number on there. I think I'm just going to go ahead and glue that right. Yeah, I want the torn edge though. So let's tear this edge. Tear the top edge. Sorry, I have to figure out the top from bottom here. Yeah, so this whole week's going to be kind of hit and miss. And I'm sorry, because I know a lot of you are like stuck at home and, you know, need to have something to do. I apologize that I wasn't more organized. I think if I wouldn't have moved the craft room, I would have had time to make more videos and do more of that, but unfortunately that's just how it ended up working out. So hopefully once we get going into the new year, we'll be able to get moving again. I don't think we're going to do our floors because I just don't know what's going to happen in the economy and everything, so I'm just waiting. Just kind of scared. If our taxes are going to go up, then we're not going to be able to do stuff like that. We'll just have to buckle down. We're going to have another kid in college shortly. So, save our pennies, as my dad used to say. Okay, so there's that pocket, and then again I can add pretty much anything I want to that, and that'll be a great addition to something. I forget about those Rita Donnelly flips quite often, and I really should use them more because they're fun. I was going to make that one a pocket, huh? And I did both sides. Well, it can be a journaling card. It's a good size for that. I'll make this one a pocket. And try to remember to just do one side. So, it's about 6. We don't want it quite 6. That's too big. Pages are generally 5.5, roughly. So I kind of like to keep it about there. It's better if it's a little bit less because you don't want it hanging over your page. And then I don't want it quite this tall. Let's do right about here. Okay. Pocket, pocket, pocket. I've got my giant bag of scraps that I kind of showed you guys. It's just some of my kind of favorite stuff, stuff that I use the most. Tim Holtz and just all kinds of different stuff. Speaking of Tim Holtz, that's Tim Holtz. Could do something with one of those. Could make something out of that entirely. Be a good piece. And around this side, I really love that yellow. That's cool too. I could just take a piece of this and then flip it over and do the other side as well. Upside down. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Take a little bit. Is that going to be wide enough still? Yep. A little bit off the top. Oh, thank you guys so much for all of your, ideas of where to get Tim Holtz stamp pads or ink pads. I did find one. I went to timholtz.com. Somebody told me, thank you. I don't remember who, I apologize, but said timholtz.com, you can get it. So I went there and they were on sale, which was awesome. And also I got a free gift with my purchase. So although I did check this morning and they have my zip code wrong, so I had to contact them and tell them that was wrong. So I'm hoping that they will figure that out and not send it to somebody else, because that would be a problem. I don't know how that happened, but just one number was wrong, so I don't know. Anyway, hoping that they will fix it. See, it's all that kind of stuff that adds to my anxiety too, especially when I'm busy, because it's like I need to call them and I need to do this and I need to, you know, if you're like a stress addict like I am, then you know. Not that I want to be addicted to stress, but I seem to be. All right. So there's that pocket. So see, I mean, it can be that easy. You don't have to stress about this kind of stuff. Did I make that too big? No. It just looks wide. Okay. So yeah, a pocket can literally be that easy. Let's do one of these. This is a whole page. That might be really giant, but we'll see. And then it'll need to go on to another one, or another piece at least. I probably want to do two so that it's strong enough. A lot of these are singular. And I don't want it this big, obviously. I got my thumb. So we're going to cut that down a whole lot. Let's try to get it straight on this bottom line. I am going to cut, so plug your ears momentarily or turn down your sound. And I think I want it even narrower. So the pages are about 8.5. I'm going to go with 7.5. I think that'll be fine. And I need to cut this one at, I need to cut these scraggly edges off first. Oh, sorry, I just jumped because I'm right over the garage now and my kids are home. So they made me jump. Okay. Oh, how did I? Oh, I said 7.5, didn't I? Well, I guess we're going to go at 7 because I just cut that too short. Let's put this back in and cut it shorter. And narrower. This is almost 5. What is my dealio today? Now what is it? I should probably just stay in bed, I'm telling you. I need to cut a little bit more off of that. I'm doing a video, guys. I'm doing a video. How long have we been doing this? I didn't even check. Yeah, we're just about done, so I'll just get this one glued together so you guys can see. There's probably easier ways to do that, and I'm sure you've seen like Gail or somebody do it. Never go to me for the easy way because it probably won't happen. So you can choose to glue like one side of this and leave this as a tuck, but I think I'm just gonna glue it down, or even just take it off. I might just take it off because it's already too thick, so I really don't need that extra bulk there. It always ends up wonky when it's like that. Did you get everybody? Good job. I'll check in just a minute. I'm almost done. Okay. So that can go there, and you can do it either way. So like, depending on which direction you want your pocket to go, you can do that. And I think I will use sorry. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do there and not really looking what I was grabbing for. I'm just going to put the glue on here because I want this kind of coming all the way up to the point. Not quite enough for that. How about this one? This one would work. Go there. I did that really crooked, didn't I? But yeah, if you've watched Lost, let me know, because I just am blown away by that. Don't tell me anything though. I just want to know if you guys have watched it, because it's crazy. I do like it to have shows where I can't guess what's happening, because a lot of times, like right off or very early on anyway, I can figure out what is going on, which I'm sure most people can. And so that sort of is like, huh. So it's kind of cool to watch something where I'm like, what in the world is happening? So yeah, it's been fun. Fun to watch something like that for a change. Instead of going, oh yeah, I know what they're gonna do, this and that, and you know, and then you're like, huh, that was fun. I come all the way over to there. Might as well go all the way up and tear off that green too. Still gonna have to trim it. But yeah, so it's a good one. It's a good show. I know I'm way late to the show because I know loads of people watched it. When it first came out, I was like, I don't really get it. So we just never, we always watch something else or whatever. But we're getting low on shows that we were even interested in, and so my husband's like, let's just try this one because everybody says it's good. So I'm very glad that we did. At first, I think I thought it was more like Survivor or something like that, like just, I don't know, that reality TV, whatever thing. And I just was like, we've watched so much of that kind of stuff. I just wasn't interested. But it's not that at all. I mean, granted, they are trying to survive, but there's so much more to it than that. That would be kind of cool. My sister saves this. I'm not sure what she gets at, some kind of vegetable stuff or something that she gets. I think I'll actually tear this side a little bit too. Like the torn edge of that. If it will. Oh, come on. Let's tear down further. I always has to do that one corner because I don't hold it down tight enough. No, we don't need the whole pocket, but I think I'm going to kind of mostly do it just because it's all textural and it might leave like a weird, when you're trying to put the tag in and out, it just might be kind of weird. So go ahead and do the whole thing. For the most part. So sorry this wasn't super exciting or, you know, anything necessarily new, but if you're new to junk journaling, which I know I've got some new people, and welcome, and thank you for everybody who's followed me for so long and just keeps coming back. You guys rock. Love all of you. But yeah, I know I've got some new people, so that is awesome. And it's good to do some simple pockets and things for them to see. Plus, we all just need some simple pockets. Sometimes I think, what am I doing? This doesn't have to be so complicated. But I like to make things complicated, I think. Seems to sort of be my thing. Yeah, that's kind of fun. Alright, so this one, we're going to go on this side and across this way. So that's a pretty big pocket. I really don't generally do a whole lot of big pockets, but they're nice to have sometimes. And I'll probably stitch around that as well, just to give it another texture and helps obviously hold it together. Alright, so I hope you guys like that. We did get a few things done, so that's pretty good for me. Because as you know, I can make it, you know, one thing take an hour. So anyways, I hope you guys have an awesome day and we'll chat again soon. Bye-bye.